I have been tasked with what I think is the hardest and the easiest thing to do today, which is to introduce our honorees. You see, they work on the world's longest and most painful conflict. I practice this many times and I cry every time. And it is the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Though it has been going on for decades, I don't think it's a surprise that what happened in October 7 and the aftermath and what's happening in Gaza has really hit a nerve in so many communities. And it triggered feelings in all communities of safety, the meaning of life, belonging, love, security, all of it. And it was easy to despair. It is still easy to despair, frankly. This conflict has ruptured not only Palestinians and Israelis on the ground, but it has ruptured families and friends and college campuses and workplaces all over the world. So we have a choice. Either let ourselves go in the despair and the sorrow and the anger and the hurt, or, and that's where the easiest part of my task today, meet amazing, courageous women who have rose above all the division and demanded in the unity and the end of fighting once and for all. Yael Admi, who is the co-founder of Women Waging Peace in Israel, and Reem Al-Hajajreh, who is the founder of Women of the Sun in Palestine, are rooted in their connections to women at the grassroots level. They are rooted in the needs of the people and the emotions of the women, of the mother's pain and worry about losing their kids. And they came together and founded a Mother's Call based on their love for their kids and their love and their desire that their kids to stop being killed or be the killers on either side. Enough is enough. These are not ordinary women. These are women who have dared to rise above fear. Women who have dared to embrace the humanity of the so-called other. Women who, in the midst of grief and rage and loss, have chosen not to revenge, but to repair. And this is so much easier said in here than it is where they are living and working on. Every single day is a challenge. Every single day is a challenge. And yet, they do not deny their pain or the others' pains. I had the privilege of getting to know them in the last 9 months and was really inspired and just learned in humility how they acknowledge each other's pain, how careful they are about the language they use to describe their pain and the other's pain, how careful they are to shape the language of their unity. It is really how they leave space and respect for each other in their opinions and thoughts. It is truly has been humbling and eye-opening to just witness their partnerships and collaboration and to witness how they have mobilized thousands of women on both Israel and Palestine in the midst of this tension that is happening right now. They have taught me that peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of connection. And it is women who so often carry the thread that weave these connections together. Friends, the work of Yael and Reem is not symbolic. It is sacred. It is sacred. It is a reminder that even in the darkest places, light is possible. That even in the land soaked with sorrow, seeds of dignity and mutual recognition can grow. Let us not wait only for governments to find the path forward. Let us also look for women like Yael and Reem. Let us look at Yael, let us look at Reem. Let us follow their leads not only in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, but in every step where we have let fear define our relationships. Peace is not an illusion, it is a practice. And these women are as fierce as practitioners. They are the bridge. They are the bridging leaders. So please help me welcome Yael Admi and Reem Al-Hajajreh.
I almost feel that there's nothing left to be said after what you said, Zainab, except to hear the actual stories. And part of courage is inspiration. And I'm really curious to hear from both of you what, both in the sense of the courage, but also the inspiration, led you to come together. I wonder if each of you could tell a little of your personal stories that led to your coming together. Would you like to start, Reem?
أول شيء بحب أشكركم روكفيلر، زينب، الكل الحضور على ترشيحنا لجائزة السنة.
I would like to thank everyone, Peggy, Zainab, everyone who nominated us for this award.
بدأت قصتي من المكان اللي أنا بعيش فيه، لأني أنا بعيش في مخيم للاجئين الفلسطينيين في مدينة بيت لحم. مخيم دهيشة اللي هو تأسس في 48، عدد سكانه 16,000 نسمة في أقل من نص كيلومتر. وهون المشكلات كلها بتكون في المكان المكتظ جدا في اللاجئين. أنا أخصائية اجتماعية وكنت أشتغل في الميدان بشكل دائم. كنت أنظر للنساء الفلسطينيات وعلى معاناتهم وعلى بالقرب من أكثر مشاعر ألاما اللي هم أمهات الشهداء والأسرى والجرحى. وليش هدول النساء بالذات هم أكثر ضرراً؟ لأنهم هم فعلياً بفقدوا سيطرتهم على أولادهم، والشارع بيتبنى التربية في سن كتير صغيرة، سن المراهقة. ولأنه إحنا شعب تحت الاحتلال، فمنظور الحرية بالنسبة لنا هو الهدف الأساسي لكل الجيل الصاعد. لو حاولنا نرتب أمور المرأة في الشارع الفلسطيني من حيث أنه يكون لها دور فعال، تكون قوية، تكون شجاعة، وأيضا تكون متمكنة اقتصاديا، فهي رح تنجح في تأسيس أسرة وأطفال أسوياء. وهون أنا فكرت أني أبني منصة خاصة لهدول النساء اسمها نساء الشمس، نعبر فيها عن تمكيننا للنساء، أمن اقتصادي من أجل حرية سياسية. ولأنه جدا مهم بالنسبة إلي أن نسمع الطرف الآخر، الإسرائيليين كيف بيفكروا تجاهنا كفلسطينيين، خضت طريق الحوار مع الجانب الإسرائيلي. وبعد مباحثات كثيرة وحوارات كثيرة وصلنا لصوت الأمهات اللي هو النداء المشترك بين نساء الشمس ونساء يصنع السلام. اتفقنا بعد 9 شهور من كثير من المناقشات والحوارات والمشاكل على ولادة ابنتنا المشتركة اللي هو صوت الأمهات. اخترنا الكلمات بعناية فائقة، وكمية ألامنا وأحزاننا حولناها لألم، من ألم إلى أمل. حاولنا نحط المشكلات على جنب ونشتغل على حل المشكلات، ومنطالب فيها في العنصر الأهم إنه نرجع قياداتنا الفلسطينية والإسرائيلية لطاولة المفاوضات، إيمانا منا إنه السلام هو الحل الوحيد لحقن دماء أولادنا. لما بنقنع النساء بشكل عام ليش إحنا محتاجين السلام، أنا بحكي لهم كلمة واحدة: بدك ابنك يموت؟ تحكي لي لا. إذن كل النساء مقتنعات جدا بأنهم هم الخط الدفاع الأول لأولادهم، أنهم هم من حقهم ندافع عنهم. أنا ما بدي ابني يموت، فما برضى لحدا ابنه يموت. Thank you.
And I just want to say that the baby that was born is going to be passed out to all of you, the statement that we'll hear more about. Yael, we would love to hear you and your story.
Okay, so first of all, big hug to all of you, really.
We need this support so much in these difficult days, and your words, your support is so meaningful for us. Did you listen to my partner? What a brave woman, what a courage. And being here for me, it's like family. So thank you so much. Really, we need it so much. My personal story began when I was 12, quite a long time. I'm 67, so it's quite a long story. And the message that my oldest brother was killed in one more unneeded, avoidable war was the moment that my life changed. And that moment I understood the high price, the grief, the eyes of my mother that will never be happy again. And on the grave of my brother, I promised my parents, first of all, that I will bring to them many grandchildren, that they will be happy. My dearest husband didn't know what is expecting for. We have 6 kids and already 13 grandchildren. So for him. And the second promise was to make peace. That no more mother would bury her child because of stupid wars. The sad part is that my mother didn't succeed to enjoy our kids. She died from heartbreak, which each mother can understand. It's so natural. But this pain, this deep grief, gave me the power to make whatever I can to change this reality. And that's what I'm doing in the last many, many years. And 10 years ago, I was so privileged to be part of the co-founders of Women Wage Peace, because after many years of a variety of activities, I was the chairperson of the bereaved families, Israeli Palestinian, if you know this holy movement. And I really tried to do everything that I can. But 10 years ago, I realized it's not enough. We have to do something else. And we understood the power of women, the power of mothers. And that's what we are doing. And we know that we are bringing, especially to this stage, exactly the values that you are speaking about. The ability to build trust. The ability to give empathy, which is the main core of our hope, of our ability to make changes. And of course, the courage that we need. And I look at you, all of you, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and in the name of thousands of Israeli and Palestinian women. Thank you for giving us such a great support. I'll tell you a short story. It was on the 4th of October 2023, 3 days before the disaster. We had a big event. 1,500 Palestinian Israeli women we were in Jerusalem, we were in the Dead Sea, and we said, according to our mother's call, we have to solve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. We can't continue, ignore it. All of us are sitting on a ticking bomb, and it will explode on our faces. It's urgent. 3 days after, the 7th of October, our world collapsed. And at noon, I got a message from my beloved and admired partner. She asked me, what's happening with Vivian Silver, our friend from the border of Gaza? Do you know what's happening with her? We didn't hear from her. And then she added, what's the horrifying things that are happening now? The meaning of this for us is that we have to work together with more courage, more vigorously, to make our dreams real. And that's what we are doing from that time. We are encouraging each other. We are getting such a great support. Thank you again. And we are continuing our path, our journey for peace. Because there is no power in the world that will stop mother that want to take care of her kids. And that's what we are doing. And we say there is not two sides to this conflict. There is only one side of mothers. They don't want their kids will be killed. They don't want their kids will kill anyone. So that's what we are doing. Thank you so much.
So I don't think it would be an understatement to say that all of us here in this room have a lot to learn from the two of you. And in the few minutes we have left, I guess the question I want to ask you is, given the uncertainties and that cause fear, and also given the challenges of bridging across divides, even though what I'm hearing you say is that it was the absolute common commitment to saving our children that created the unity. But I wonder if you could speak, each of you, a little bit about when you ran into obstacles. There are always obstacles, whether it's a mistrust or a misunderstanding. How did you actually, what was the process you used to maintain that trust, to rebuild it if it was broken, and to overcome whatever the challenges were that you must have faced over these years?
احنا قبل نحكي عن الشجاعة، احنا شجعات اصلا يعني بالفطرة، بس كان في كثير اشي مهم انه نبنيه بيننا وبين الاسرائيليين اللي هي الثقة. وهذا المصطلح بالذات مفقود بين الشعبين. فهي الفكرة الجديدة انه احنا كيف نبني الثقة بيننا عشان نقدر نكمل، وهذه هي السر اللي خلانا نستمر حتى بعد أحداث 7 أكتوبر. لما بيسألوني الفلسطينيات طب أنت بتثقي فيهم؟ بحكي لهم بثق في عائلة كثير منيح، وعائل بالعكس بتحكي لهم أنا بثق إنه عندي شريك اسمه ريم. الإشي كمان اللي كثير مهم إنه إحنا منظمتين في ورانا كثير عدد من النساء المرئي والغير مرئي، بس إنه ليش إحنا كفلسطينيين بنقدرش نطلع بشكل مباشر؟ لأنه في كتير مشكلات مجتمعية بتمنعنا. أهم عنصر اللي هو الخوف اللي مبني على التعامل مع الإسرائيلي، الخوف المبني على كلام الناس إلك. يعني بين قوسين ريم مطبعة، ليش؟ لأنها بتتعامل مع إسرائيليين، بس بعد شرح طويل إيش إحنا اللي بنعمله مع بعض بيحكوا لي لا أنت بتعمل إيش منيح. بس بعد ما بكون في كثير من العقوبات واقع علي. أحكي لكم شغلة صغيرة هيك عن موضوع الخوف عند النساء. المرأة الفلسطينية لما بتكون، يعني أنا لما كنت عند أبوي كان مسؤول عني. لما إجا أخوي اللي بعدي صار هو المسؤول عني مع أنه كان أصغر مني. لما اتجوزت صار زوجي هو المسؤول عن قراراتي. الأسوأ من هيك إنه ابني لما بكبر هو بصير كمان مسؤول يقرر عني، وخصوصا في الموضوع السياسي.
I think I hear where this is going.
So imagine, where is she if all of them are responsible about her?
جاوبيها عني بالإنجليزي. فالفكرة إنه قديش المرأة الفلسطينية محاصرة من ناحية الحرية السياسية، وعشان تصل للحرية هاي لازم تكون منتجة وعندها أمن اقتصادي، لأنه هي تأخذ دائما مصروفها من هدول الأربعة في حياتها. لما بتكون هي صاحبة الدخل بصير في لها سلطة في البيت على هدول الأربعة اللي في حياتها. بالإضافة إنها هي لما بتكون عندها شغلها الخاص أولادها بندمجوا معها فيه، وبتضل هي اللي مسيطرة على الأسرة بطريقة دبلوماسية أكثر. هذا مفهوم المصطلح اللي إحنا بنحكيه أمن اقتصادي مقابل حرية سياسية.
It's a very deep answer, and I'm sure everybody is getting this, that in order to have the power to express and have heard the values that you share, the women need to have power within their own family and in their own community. Thank you for that. Yael.
So about trust and obstacles. First of all, I learned the deep connection between mothers, and it's really surprising me every day, because Reem and me are living in such different situations. I'm so privileged, and Reem living under military control, suffering daily technical problems, and really many things that you can't imagine. But our connection is the deepest core of our humanity that enables us to overcome these asymmetric situations, the different points of view, the different desires, the different challenges, because we feel that we are the same in many ways. And for me, one of the ways to explain it is by the power of words. Words, sorry, my English. And if you read the Mother's Call, you can feel the wisdom and the energy and the devotion that we put in these words. And it's really helping us to overcome daily difficulties. It's our way of praying. It's our way of connecting again and again to the deepest desire as mothers, and to remember that we are all same. And that's so important for us to get your support for our Mother's Call. And I want to tell you one more little secret. You see this lovely woman, Yam. You see here 3 women, and this is a real bridge. Because Yam, she's Palestinian Israeli, and Reem is Palestinian and I'm Israeli. And Yam enable us to be connected by culture, by language, by heart. And she's with us here, and every day and every night. And the ability to be there with all your heart makes it possible. So this is the power of women. This is the power of mothers. Thank you so much, Yam.
So many learnings, and those of you who will be with us tomorrow will have another opportunity to have another dialogue on a slightly different subject with these three amazing women. But I would just like to close, because we are under time constraints, by saying that one of the things I got out of what you said is the two of you and the trust that you developed among the two of you is what then enables each of your constituents who trust you to then trust the other. We talk about chains of trust, and the key to bridging leaders is that they retain credibility with their own constituency, but have the courage to reach out across the divide and develop trust with someone who is different. And both of you have laid out this in such a beautiful way. It's an inspiration, and I thank you so, so very much.
Thank you so much.